What's been really good today is that we've heard examples of culture from sports perspective, and then we've also heard it from a business perspective.
Morning everyone, I'm Paul Blake, I'm the owner stroke managing director of Newcastle Eagles Basketball Club. I'm going to just take you through the journey of the Eagles and essentially the importance of culture. The job for me was to put in place a vision and a mission and a culture, and the answer to me wholeheartedly was community. We're going to start a primary school programme, we're going to get out to as many schools as we can, and we're going to build a network.
With it being a type of culture event and about culture within a business, within an organisation, to hear from a non-corporate point of view or non-business to business point of view of how the culture is built within a sporting environment, things like family, the culture, and I think it's a great thing for us to take back and try and adapt.
So the key for us over that 20-year period has been sticking to the vision. We've managed to build up a workforce of 40 basketball coaches that are going out, delivering 200 sessions a week, running 49 junior clubs. So the model worked. The hunch back in 1999 ultimately has worked.
When I'm trying to work with my players, I don't necessarily believe in culture. There is culture, and you have to have a culture, but I think of how we are and what we are. And the biggest thing that I feel for me, that works for me, is always connection. When you engage and you create a connection, you can find out those motivations.
A business needs to have a kind of sense of principles and values, its foundation. Then it has to have a purpose as well, so what it is that it's actually trying to achieve. So I think it is important to really think about that, whatever business you are.
The one thing that you're trying, or what I try to do when I'm coaching and I'm developing and I'm talking and I'm working with my players, is that they understand what my principles are. You have to have the right people doing the right job, that's in the right place, and that have understanding. Because you can't do it all yourself. When you have those things, they create something that is great. They create presence. And that presence can often determine a culture.
Eight years ago, I had a very good salary, I had a good team, everything was well. I knew exactly what I was doing, but I had no idea what the company was about. I went to my manager at the time and I asked him, okay, first of all, I'm leaving. The only reason for me to stay, if you tell me why we are here, why we are doing this what we are doing right now. And he couldn't. We always think about our clients and who we're going to reach. The first client that we have to win over is actually people who are going to work with us.
The first speakers, they kind of started something, whereas Dan didn't start it, and he actually left somewhere because he kind of got a bit lost and didn't really know why he was doing what he was doing. So seeing it from somebody who's joined something rather than started something gave a really good balance to the morning.
The key thing at Unruly Athletes that we learn is over-communicate. We have weekly meetings and town halls and show and tells and field days to say, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing. And then you come to me and say, okay, Dan, you're asking me to have meetings after meetings after meetings. No, I'm asking you to make sure that every single meeting and conversation you have is meaningful.
I think one key thing is probably the fact of being on the same page and understanding what the core of the business is and what their goal is and their strategy is. That is one key thing that, no matter what you go through in business, but if you can come together for the business and for the strategy of it, you will always succeed.
And it always spins down to these two things, belonging and purpose. And how can you create these two things in your company? It's the same feeling that you have when you are in a football match. or you are in a concert, or you're in a protest. You have this feeling that you are bigger than everything, than yourself, because you are part of this group. A company is just like a person, it has a purpose. What is your company's purpose? And if you cannot answer this straight away, there's a problem. You have to go back and then think about it.